surrounded by puppies. It's the best thing. Oh yeah, you're jealous, huh? Hey, buddy. I know you're an absolute tank. So when I should... Bo, sit, sit. Good boy. Oh. Hey, Wesley. What are you guys up to? What are you guys doing this today? Any interesting plans? I look like a mess.
Hello.
Michael! Oh my goodness, Uncle Michael, how are you?
Good. How are things?
Good,
You
good.
look beautiful. What are you talking about? You were saying you look great. What do you?
I'll take care of them.
I just saw Randy on the plane.
You got what?
I saw him on the plane in the broadcast. It was the weirdest thing.
Okay, I'll put Bo inside. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay, I'll put them inside then, and I'll keep Bo. Yeah. Sorry, trying to figure out because we're still keeping an eye on all of them.
Yes, of course. No, I get it. They're like
Mhm.
children. You got to keep an eye.
Yeah, and since they just got introduced, I mean, it was a great introduction. This is the
Yeah.
second time they've been together, so we still gotta, be careful with them.
So Randy was on a plane with a
Hmm.
whole bunch of people. He was able to get his cell phone on. I don't know how he did it. And he had a mask, a shield, and another mask and goggles.
Wow, I've never. I would have loved. I need to see that video. That's hilarious.
I took a screenshot,
Nice.
and it was so cool. We invited you last night. We had Michael Hinton was on last night. We actually invited you. We did kind of a spiritual thing. We were hoping to see you again, but you were probably busy.
Yeah, no, I was sleeping. I sorry. Yeah, I was sleeping. I was just been sleeping most of the time.
The dogs are beautiful.
Oh yeah, yeah. Those are my boyfriend's friends' dogs.
No way.
Hmm. And then okay, I'll stay. I'll keep Bo out here. Do you? Should I go in with Bo or? No, keep Bo out here. I'm gonna take them in. Okay. Come here, Bo. Sit, sit, buddy. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's entertaining, actually.
We gotta keep them separated for now while he's gone, since it's a whole alpha thing.
Yeah.
Um.
Are you enjoying your time there?
Oh yeah, I love it here.
What's the best part of it? Is it just you getting away for a bit
I
and
mean,
being?
it's a little bit of everything. Honestly, it's getting away. It's being with the dogs. It's having our own dog, and then him kind of getting that energy because my dog has a lot of energy. Like
Yeah. Yeah, you told me that.
there, yeah. So it's
Yeah,
nice
no
to
no
have
lack of
him
energy with your dog at
like
all.
around because I can walk him and wait with him and everything, and he'll still have spare energy. So it's nice to have other dogs, help me with that.
Well, people don't realize how much energy it is to look after, especially bigger dogs like that, and they're physical. So
Hmm.
you have to be physical to handle them.
Yeah, he definitely is like that, 100%. And thank you, Michael Hinton. I appreciate that's very kind. Y'all don't have to do that, but like I said, I do appreciate it.
Every bit helps. We all have to support each other, right? In any way we can.
Very kind. Like I said, I genuinely just having anybody in here, like that's more than I could ever ask for because it helps me, makes things easier and more entertaining when people all interact. So I appreciate just that in itself. Like I really don't expect anybody to
Well,
show up like that.
the video that you and I
Hmm.
and Randy did has 5,000 views.
Oh wow, that's because of you guys.
That's because of you guys.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you're the star of the show. I know the real deal. I'm not delusional on who's the star here. It's definitely you.
No, it's definitely you guys. I
Yeah.
count on that. But thank you, I appreciate it.
So, are you finding the Haps app a little better now? Because are you only seeing yourself? You're not even seeing me, are you?
No, I can see you.
Oh, good. Okay, good,
Mhm.
good, good. Because the people that don't have the update, they don't see anybody but themselves.
Yeah, I did see that.
So you must have updated it. Can you read the comments at all?
Yeah.
It
Oh yeah.
says next time do a Haps live, Emma. I would like to join Haps live. Yeah, because you can get more people in the room. This way, it can only be one person.
Yeah, because you can only hear the other person, right, when they call in.
Yeah, it's weird. I'm still in the studio,
Hmm.
which is weird, and I could probably add photos and stuff, it's strange.
Oh
But
wow.
yeah, so if you gave the controls to me, but I don't think you could add more
I can't.
people.
Yeah, I could,
No,
but like I said, on the phone, we will only be able to hear that other person's voice. Everybody.
that would be weird.
Because that's what happened last time. They were able to see me. Oh, I think it was with Jim. Jim from Chicago.
Yes, I love him.
Yeah,
He
and
is such a genuine soul.
he
Very
really
nice
is.
man.
I've known him for years, and I feel
Oh,
very
have you? I've never done a
blessed.
broadcast with him. I've only seen and read his energy and thought, what a great guy.
Oh yeah, yeah. So he really is the person that
He
he.
presents.
Mhm.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, when he
And
says he's gonna be there, he really is, and like I said, he's a genuinely good person.
he's amazing with his daughter too.
Mhm. Oh,
Right?
she's so sweet,
And
Ashley.
that would be a hard look because I don't know if you know this, but I used to foster high needs children, and I know what that's like, and it can be taxing. It's hard. It's not an easy load when you have that. I used to have 5 children, and they were all high needs at one point.
Oh,
They kept me running. Trust me.
wow. Hey, you can say they always kept you on your toes. They kept things interesting.
They did. Hi, Raymond. How are you?
Hi, Raymond.
Yeah, Raymond's another really sweet soul.
Yeah, he's very kind.
Have you noticed though how many new people are on Haps? It's
Mhm.
crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's funny because I feel like I was having issues with Haps yesterday.
Right.
Mhm. And I don't know if it was just on my end. I don't know if you had any issues with Haps as well.
I haven't had any real issues. The only thing is, remember when we were in the broadcast with Michael
Mhm.
and he was doing energy work and you had your hands together and you could
Mhm.
feel it?
Mhm.
When his energy is in the room, my screen starts to pixelate in different spots and I can
I do
feel stuff.
remember that. I remember seeing that it kind of like glitched for a second.
Yeah, and that's him. That's his energy affecting the broadcast.
Wow.
Wow. And I've only ever met one other individual that could do that. And it was an older man when I was really young, like about your age. And he taught me so much about, energy and people. But some people have the ability to affect the room, the lights, the TV, the radio, just their energy outside their body is so intense.
Mhm.
So the broadcast kept kind of breaking up, and then it was also when he was talking, it almost sounded like he was doing like throat singing. You know how they do the.
Mhm.
But you're mentally good. Are you okay? Like
Yeah.
things
Yeah, no,
good.
I'm great. Like I said, other than just feeling a little still sick, but other than that, I'm great. I'm just like a little bit tired because I just woke up. I've been napping.
Yeah,
Um,
we're coming into a full moon, and full moons can really affect your energy. Yeah, say hi to wherever you want here. Just say hello.
oh, thank you, Ahmed. You didn't have to do that, and thank you everybody for subscribing. Like I said, y'all don't have
Pete
to
in Florida, how are you?
yes,
Hey,
hi,
it
Pete.
adds up. 50 cents here, 30 cents there. It all adds up. By the end of the
Yeah,
month, it does. Um,
yeah, no, I think that's very kind. Like I said, I'll say it over and over. I sound like a broken record, but I really do, and I genuinely mean this when I say, that I appreciate just anybody being in here. That means
I
a lot to me.
I appreciate that you guys are supporting her. Please sponsor her. There's nothing wrong with having a little bit of money. You definitely could use it. We all need money. You know, we're not against boatloads of money. If someone wants to send us a boatload of money, we're open to that. We are not going to restrict that flow of the boatload full of money. We'll take gold bricks. If you have boatloads full of gold bricks, we're open to that. Precious jewels.
That reminds me of something my sister used to say as a
Yeah.
joke. Every time it was her birthday or Christmas, she would say, "I accept visas. I don't accept checks. I expect no, I accept cash. I accept cars. No Hot Wheels." I just made me laugh. That just literally reminded me of what she used to say all the time.
Well, you should never restrict the flow of money ever, right?
No,
You
no,
never
I
know.
don't have to do that. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's not.
I'm just I do that a lot.
Where do you think that humility comes from? Were you raised in that? Is that part of who you are? Were you told to be humble?
I just of my upbringing. Yeah, because I grew up in very humble beginnings with nothing, having nothing. So, um
Yeah.
I appreciate. I mean, and the good thing, the positive in that is that you do appreciate the little things, and materialistic things don't really mean a lot. I mean, at some point, I was, when I had gotten older, because I used, when you're a kid, you get sad, and when you see other kids getting,
Yes.
Christmas
The new
presents,
bike, the new
and
bike or the new toy.
no,
I
just
get it.
Christmas presents in general, because we
Yes.
didn't have that. And so, but as I got older, like I understood that wasn't important, and just having my family, having a stable place and food,
Yeah.
basic necessities that we take for granted were more important than materialistic things.
Warm, dry, fed. Everything above warm, dry, fed is like icing on a wonderful cake.
Exactly. And because
Yeah.
to us, that was not a for sure thing. We never knew if we were going to have a place to stay the next day or food or any of that. So um, that's why I'm so grateful for the things that I do have now.
That's powerful, though, that you're willing to share that because my grandfather, I used to say to him when I was really little, I would go, "How you doing today, Grandpa?" And he would say, "I'm great because I'm warm, dry, fed." And he explained it to me. He said, "When I was little, we never had all three of those. We'd sometimes have one or we'd have two of them, but we never had three of them." He said we'd either have a hole in the roof and the water would be coming in. He told me about that. He said we would go hungry a lot because we'd have to make sure we had heat so we didn't freeze to death.
Wow.
And he said we got really good at being creative. And he said if I wanted something, I'd have to go around the neighborhood and collect the bottles. He said the pop bottles and stuff, and I would be able to go buy essentials with that.
That's amazing.
So he had a really amazing work ethic, but it's funny he left my mom, a bit of an egg, like she more than she thought she would get in her inheritance. Because so, I think when you start with humble beginnings, you're not afraid to work and hustle to get what you need, right? But we're never going to impede the flow of money here, Emma, ever. We're going to let the flow go.
And for me, it's funny because like I wanted to work when I was younger, and I had begged my mom if I could go to work when I was very young, and she told me no. She said, "I don't want you to worry about that." And she wanted me to continue with my studies. She felt obviously studies were more important, and she wanted me to focus on that than work. And so I never went to work. But then just things kept happening in my life where it's just trauma and it's more trauma and trauma, and bullying and all that stuff. And so that's when I had developed social anxiety, and it enabled me from being able to stop working, because it got to a point where I became scared of people, and like I still am to a certain degree.
How about now? Are you
Oh yeah,
feeling more? Are you feeling more safe or less safe than you used to?
I still feel very scared. Like I barely started being able to go out by myself. which is a big thing because I could never go out by myself before.
Mm-hmm.
So even doing like normal basic things is like a big deal for me.
Well, thank you for sharing that, because the average person who would go through that would never share that. And I think it's more common than you know. And I think we live in such a fear state now, because people, like, how long will it be before people will actually not stop wearing masks, right? Even after COVID's gone, I think they're going to be afraid. Hello, Bob Urban. Nice to see you. Good evening from Philadelphia.
Welcome. Thank you for being here.
We appreciate you being here.
Yes, 100%.
So when I have my morning show in the morning, what time is it for you? Like I start at like 6:30 in the morning. It must be in the crack of the morning for you. Like, are you ahead?
Yeah. No. Oh my goodness.
Who's that?
No, my boyfriend.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I still want to meet him.
I know, he's just very like private. Like,
Is he really?
so,
Okay.
yeah, he's so private. So like, he's only showed up on when I was on Periscope like once for a couple seconds, and that.
So how did you meet him? How did
I
you
met
meet?
him online.
Okay, and
I met
how
him
did you?
online, and I feel like that's how all my relationships start. But it's
Yeah.
very organic. That's what I want. Like, I never.
Yeah.
We both never intended to date. We were just talking as friends. That's it.
Yeah.
And it kind of just developed from there. And
When did you know that you were interested in him? How long did that take?
I think maybe like it was pretty quickly. Like, I knew because I just could see that he was like such a good person. He had such a great heart, and that's what really attracts me in somebody.
Yeah, see, it's funny because when I met my wife, we've been pretty much together since the first day we met. Isn't that crazy? And that was 31 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, so we've been through a lot together. It's been crazy. It's been a really crazy journey.
I feel like that's so rare nowadays.
Oh, it's so rare.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like we're such a success story in that itself.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Is your family meshed or blended? Do you know what I mean by those terms?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Are your mom and dad still together, or are they?
No, they're not together anymore. My mom just decided. Well, she dated a couple people after my father, but
Yeah.
then after that, she's like, I'm good. I'd rather be by myself than in bad company. There's just saying like that in Spanish. So she decided to stay, single from now on. But
I would love to talk to her sometime. That would be great.
We all have very interesting stories. My mom's a survivor.
Yeah.
My sisters as well.
Well, tell your mom about me sometime, and say there's this crazy old guy, and he's pretty gentle, and he's a bit of a healer, and I would love to talk to her. Like, if she's open, I would be open to talking to her.
She would be open to it, 100%.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be online. It could be offline at first, and we could talk to each other that way if that feels safer. But like today, I felt really bad because I had a call that someone wanted me to be in, and I had a really good friend who needed me because they were having a bad day, and I helped them. And that's the thing; you can't be everywhere all the time. And and the silver lining there is for you is that you can't be everything for everyone. And I just want you to know that what you're doing and who you are is more than enough.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. And I think that's the part with people who are sensitive. We try to help everyone to the detriment of ourselves and sometimes our sanity.
And that's exactly. Oh, thank you, Ahmed. That's very kind. I appreciate that. But that's what happened to me when I started periscoping. I had the other Periscope that I have to this day is a second account. The first account, it was all about, I was just so focused on trying to help others.
Yeah.
spread positivity. We just
Are the
focus on
dogs
that.
okay? They sound
Yeah,
like
no,
they're
they're
okay.
just playing.
Okay, they're
Oh yeah,
not
no,
aggressive. Yeah, I
that's
want to see them.
normal.
Let's see them. Let's see them for a sec here. Are they working
That's my
stuff out?
beau.
I'm top dog. No, I'm top dog. No, I'm top dog. You ain't nothing. I'm top
So
dog.
that's my beau, the black one.
Yeah.
He's 5 months.
Yeah, he's beautiful too. They're all beautiful.
Yeah.
Dogs work shit out. They're funny.
Yeah, that's Clyde and that's Bonnie, and she's
Yeah.
the leader.
Well,
She's the one
women
that
tend
puts
to be.
everybody in place.
Yeah, the women tend to run the roost. There's no doubt about that. I got to
Hmm.
know your place.
Oh yeah, she definitely puts both of them in their place, which he needs, which my puppy needs because he's very stubborn and hard headed. So
Yeah.
I
Oh,
would
this is
rather.
good for him. So he needs the socialization. Is that what you're
Oh
saying?
yeah, 100%. Because
Yeah.
we haven't been able to socialize um, because like I've been sick, and said sometimes I feel okay and
So
I can walk him around, and sometimes I don't have the energy.
so when you say you're sick, you don't have COVID or something, right?
No,
You're okay.
I don't have COVID. It's just like the flu because that's what they told us.
Yeah.
My excuse me, my boyfriend want to go get tested and he came
Yeah.
out negative. We quarantined for 14 days. That's what they told us before, and so he then after he went to go get tested and um, he came out negative, and they told us if it wasn't COVID, it was the flu.
Yeah.
But
Well, I had COVID for sure, and it was brutal. It knocked the stuffing out of me.
that's
It got in my chest. I had fever. I had no energy. I felt like I was 90. Can you do
mm-hmm.
me a favor and just say hello to Ari? He's a personal friend of
Oh,
mine.
sorry. Hello,
He's
Ari.
a
Oh, Paul.
Yeah, he is honestly one of the smartest people I know. He's a great guy.
Well, thank you for being here, and it's nice to meet you guys.
He did a show tonight. Hi, Ari. Yeah, but you gotta know your limits, right? So maybe you were just pushing yourself too hard. Have you had fever at all?
Um, maybe not like a high one, like a very slight one.
Yeah, so maybe you can have COVID light. You know that, right? You can have light symptoms where it's
Mm-hmm.
very flu-like. I had full blown. I had a fluid in my lungs. I had where I was sleeping 10 hours a day. I had dry cough like that.
Mm-hmm.
What else did I have? I had heart palpitations. I was dizzy. Um, and I was depressed. I was very depressed. I was in so much pain. It was awful. It scared me. It's part of the reason I lost the weight
Wow.
is I thought I'm never going to let myself be not healthy again.
Mm-hmm.
Doe
Yeah,
Darling. Doe Darling and Paul Wall. Is that
yeah.
right? Paul.
Paul.
Yeah.
Hello, guys. Thank you for being here.
Yeah. So listen, I'm going to drop down. I got to do a few things, but maybe you can invite somebody else up, and they can continue this. But I would really, really love to talk to your mom if that's okay.
Yes, no, I would love that. I'm sorry, my dog, the dog. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, don't be sorry. I've totally loved the dogs. Do you know what I love about dogs? They live within their own world. They live in the moment, and we should all do that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. Listen, have a great day.
Being here, Michael, Uncle
Take
Michael. I
care.
appreciate it. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Oh no, I hope you feel you. I hope you're okay now. That sounds terrible. Uh, you guys, thank you so much for being here. I have to go order food. I'm hungry. That's the story I was gonna tell you guys. So I ordered Uber Eats, and then I called the bag because my drink was missing. And when I opened I had already hung up. And when I opened the bag, I had ordered Mexican food, and there was Chinese food, and I was like, so yeah. So I couldn't eat the food. It was really, and I like Chinese food, don't get me wrong, but it was really greasy and it was making me sick. So I have to go. I want to order something else, like more healthy, because it just does turn my stomach. But so I'm gonna go do that. You guys, thank you so much for being on here, hanging out. I appreciate it. Sorry, I'm terrible at responding. Nothing personal. I don't want to like. I always feel bad cutting off the other person, but I appreciate y'all's patience and being so kind. So thank you. I'll see y'all later. Oh my goodness, Clyde, what you doing? Come here. Bye guys. Thank you so much. Have a good day.